Happy Friday. Friday night. Made it through the week. Fucking hell. I don't know about you guys, but I've fucking struggled this week. And last, but this week has been horrendous. Monday was a particular low, but also a high because at my lowest on Monday, I found Neville Goddard. Not that I'd not heard of him before, but I'd never followed through with it. I'd never actually gone in. People are like, oh, Neville Goddard's great, or quoting his shit, and I'd just think to myself, oh, is he? That's great, because I'm such a stubborn bitch. But anyway, Monday was my moment to discover the fucking genius of Neville Goddard. So, I was listening to his interpretations of the Bible and the disciples and relating them to archetypes and states of mind, and it was just so fucking beautiful. It really brought me out of my slump. I look like I've got a lump on my head. My beautiful friend, who is very beautiful and is older than me and looks younger than me because she takes care of herself, she gave me this, and I've been frowning so much this week, especially today and yesterday, that I had permanent frown lines, so I literally just stuck that on my head. It's a sucker thing, like a unicorn, just for a few minutes then. This is my tip. This could be my 2-minute makeup tip. Anyway, fuck me, it got rid of my frown lines, which I've had since I've been about 11. So thanks, Molly. Work's a fucking treat. Look at that, bush. Don't need any plastic surgery now. But that's why I've got a circle on my head. Anyway. So yeah, plastic surgery. I've been thinking about medical intervention again and just getting riled up. I've spent the whole week sort of on edge, energetically uneasy. My centre has been rocked. My field has been vulnerable, permeated. I felt like psychically attacked in some respects, in some ways. The dreams have been hard work and the sleep has not been restful. I've not been looking after myself. I've been eating a shitload of chocolate, drinking like probably 15 coffees a day and shit like that. So it's no wonder, I'm not looking after myself. And I will do. I'm just needing to express this anger that I've been feeling. So, over the years of doing these videos, I've observed that if I'm spouting some shit, if I'm acting cocky, or not even acting cocky, I'm talking about something that I've not fully embodied enough to be spouting about it, with any authority. In my last video, I was talking about how, how I've never denied my anger. But over this last week, I've felt so angry and I've not been able to own it properly, righteously. Like, I'm angry because blah, blah, blah. I've just not been able to discern it all, and I've just, God knows, whatever. Basically, to cut a long story short, yesterday I had an argument with an old biddy about vaccines. And it wasn't my finest moment. I'm not proud of myself. I didn't swear, which is so good for me because, it's difficult not to swear, especially when I'm mad. But I feel like she came for me because I wasn't wearing a mask and it probably pissed her off. She was telling me how everybody needs to follow the rules and it'll be better when we all get vaccinated, don't you think? She wanted me to tell her. I have to tell the truth. And when I said that I wasn't planning on getting vaccinated, she said to me that I need to get off the internet and listen to some medical experts. So it was just like, boom, there you go, and I managed to contain myself from fucking shoving her over is what, instinctively you feel like doing sometimes, like that sort of pure reactivity. It's just like, because she was challenging my intellect, my morals, my beliefs, my everything. But it shocked even me how reactive I was with my energy. And so it turned into a bit of a thing for a few minutes, really heightened energies. I think the worst thing I said was that her judgments were toxic, and that's about it to her. But I ended up, because she said that there would be strains mutating that would kill the children, and I was just like, that was another fucking trigger. I'm like, do you not fucking think, didn't say fucking, that these kids have been through enough yet? You know, this fear is tormenting them. And then I turned into a town crier and started shouting while teachers were walking past about how I'm ashamed that all these people who proclaim to care about children don't acknowledge or see the psychological weirdness and damage that's going on now. Oh, so it was horrible. Anyway, I came home. Oh no. And then I turned away because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I didn't want to speak to her in the first place. And then she said she was sorry. She said, I'm sorry you're angry. And fucking hell, that made me even angrier. And then when I got home and I was trying to explain that, it was weird because it's like, I am clearly angry. I'm fucking livid. But there was a part of me that's like, nobody fucking knows what that boiling part inside of you is like, you haven't fucking seen me angry yet. Like, if you think that's angry, wait till you see me angry. Like, you'll fucking shit your pants. I wanted to express that, but I was trying to contain it. And so I was angry at being called angry. And I was angry because I thought, you've come over, told me I need to get off the internet, asked me my opinion, and then before you've listened to my reasons for my opinion, you've told me I need to get off the internet, listen to some medical experts. And, numerous other things. Fucking hell, whatever. Point is, I came home, I cried and I raged, and not just like my last video, but I've never denied my own anger, my own rage, but I feel like sometimes I'm not being honest about the reason for it. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Go away. Fucking phones. I'm sick of phones as well. I'm sick of everything this week. It's like, it's just bullshit. So I'm annoyed at myself. I was ashamed that I reacted like that when I thought I was some trained Jedi with like non-reactivity and completely, if you'd have caught me on a good day or 5 or 6 times out of 10, I'd have just said a one-liner, like each to their own or something like that. I wouldn't have, sort of blown off in the way that I blew off. And then I do realise that is good boundaries in some ways, and it's courage for standing up. Thank you, Scott, as well, for your video. It was so fucking lovely. And really needed. Because we're all going through these things, aren't we? And it feels like it's not going to end. Like, so I'll have to get used to it. I'll have to get used to trying to just speak my mind in a less passionate, energetically dispersed manner. Yeah, but, we all have weaknesses. I'm just bothered at the whole thing. It's like the vaccines have really offended me because it's thrown light on the medical intervention, which I feel is just disgusting and backwards and inhumane. And it's going to take hours to talk about and to peel through. But, things like IVF, things like abortions, things like plastic surgeries, things like assisted births, forceps, cesareans, this, that and the other, all these medical interventions. I know I've done a few videos about this before, but it's like, it's unnecessary, and it's a lot of times I think it's against nature and against what is supposed to be going on. And I feel like it's just like, for example, like take IVF or babies or fertility or whatever. Why are we not able to naturally conceive as well as we used to? Instead of studying that why and finding out, it's probably the toxic lives that we're all fucking living, and all the toxic injections that we were given at birth, and all the A, B, C's, D's that some of us, might have awarenesses on. Most people don't. We're not allowed to explore that. I saw an article the other day saying critical thinking is dangerous in a mainstream fucking paper or something. It's like, what is that all about? So we're not encouraged to ask why. We're just dumped with bullshit. And when you ask why, people are shocked and offended. What was my point? So, experimental gene therapy vaccine that's not gone through trials. Regardless of all that, right, I'm offended again at the fact that we're all treated as the same candidate. It's like there's been so many adverse reactions to these vaccines. I think the AstraZeneca one's been pulled in a load of different countries, but we don't hear about this. But all the information's there for you to look at on the Gov website and the yellow card reporting of adverse effects, which, by the way, think about the British old people who've been getting the vaccinations, the stoic British public who are told when you get it, it's probably going to hurt for a bit, you might get a bit sick, but you'll be all right in a few days or a couple of days or whatever. My mum and dad have both had theirs now and told me that, you know, as if some badge of honour, like, we felt shit for a day, but now we're okay. It's like, great, that's fine then. But I imagine that people who actually have a severe enough reaction to warrant picking up the phone or filling out a form to this place must be more serious than just a lump on the arm. So I don't believe that. But my reasoning is always like, one case of spontaneous death or spontaneous abortion or spontaneous miscarriage or blindness or deafness or convulsions or anaphylactic shock or autism or anything, any of these things, isn't one enough that we should go stop? It's like we're all individual souls, but we're all individual physiologically as well. And my obsession with this rhesus negative blood research has took me a lot of places over the last few years. And I know for damn sure that we all have a different type of immune system. We all have unique immune responses. We react badly to some things and good to other things. We're all fucking individual. Blood types, you can see just by looking at them that they already have different antigens and antibodies on the outside of them. There's been studies this whole year as well about blood types and COVID, and there is correlation that rhesus negative people seem to be more protected than positive blood groups around this, and especially O blood group, both positive and negative, but rhesus negatives as a whole. Well, why is that? Let's have a chat about it. I can think of a few reasons. You know, are these medical people keeping shit secret for a reason? And why are we all treated the same? You know, people are having blood clots because of these vaccines. And, you know, people come out with the stupidest things like, well, you know, so many million people have been vaccinated and they're all right. It's like, but other people aren't. So let's fucking halt this shit before we find out why, but we don't, obviously. There's just so much, so it's just fucking disgusting, all of it. It's like we're all just homogenised and treated as the same. And then on top of that, you know, the pressure to do it and the thought of like a mandate and shit like this, it's just too much. I mean, personally, I think I could write 100-page thesis on why, personally, I don't want to take and won't be taking this vaccine for medical reasons, spiritual reasons, reasons that, you know, it's an experimental vaccine and goes against the Nuremberg Code, this, that and the other. I could quote this, that. I could go on for hours about it. I have spiritual, medical, physical, numerous reasons why I just don't feel comfortable taking this. And I'm just annoying that we're all just sort of stepping into this future. I'm annoyed that I'm participating in it as well, because I can say she's a programmed fucking soulless mong who's dead behind the mask if I want to be a bitch. But at the same time, I'm just as passionate and programmed with my own set of beliefs, and I'm participating in the push-pull and the duality of the bollocks, you know. It's like, it should be, God, it's like that feels so good, but I can't really do the rest of the video like this, can I? It's just freeing up that frown. because it's fucking killing me, the muscles in between my eyebrows. I've been so mardy, so angry, so prickly and irritable, and I'm just sick of it. Yeah, it's like IVF. It's like, instead of going, well, why can't we conceive anymore? We go, let's get these clever scientists and medical interventions and we'll make a synthetic baby for you. You know, design a baby. The father can have been to Harvard with, you know, dark hair and some whatever you want. It's like, it's fucking dog shit, bullshit, mentalness. People do it with dogs. My mate, she artificially inseminates dogs, you know, and breeds them and sells them on. And it's like, I think that's fucking cruel and abuse. And like, it's just like, there's just so many, like, and I don't want to be offending people out here now, but I'm just really seeing things for what they are. And I've had to have some real, like, real deep thoughts about certain things. Abortion, for example, I'm going to have to do a video about that, because my whole feels about such deep, profound things have changed so drastically in the last few years. I need to talk about it, because I was once, it's like, you know, as blind as everybody else. I was as programmed as everybody else into this false reality. But yeah, I'm just sick of it. I need to get my shit out sometimes. Yeah, I'm angry, and I was angry that she thought I was angry. I was angry that it was kind of like it's her words that made me angry, yet she's just, you know, I'm sorry you're angry. Like, oh, why didn't you shut your fucking mouth then? Stop saying shit that's going to make people angry. Fucking hell. Oh, God. And the bigger part of me was, again, when I got home and I was crying and I was sad, I was ashamed. I was ashamed as well. It's like, I know I'm a work in progress. I'm a fucking diamond in the rough, in the very rough. And I'm all right with myself. It's just, I could still do with a little bit of refining around the old reactivity and the blood boiling, you know. I'm really passionate. I'm really passionate about certain things, and I think, I don't know, it's just like, I'm just like, do I have a problem with being challenged in general? I don't think I do, because I don't have a problem with being wrong, and like, I'm always quite proud of that. It's like, I love to say I know nothing, because I don't, you know, I don't care, but then it's like, I do, because she challenged my intellect yesterday and I blew my lid, so I must have some regard of that, you know. But I like to say I know nothing, because I know nothing outside of myself. Oh, something shot out then. Maybe it was some plasma. Contemplating souls earlier, and, you know, is your soul always there? Does it grow? Does it deplete? Can you enhance it? Or is that all aura and not soul? Is the soul spirit separate? You know, all the different ways that we perceive the souls. It's so interesting chewing over all that. Personally, I've always felt like my heart was caged or broken and my soul was fractured, and that I was retrieving my soul. Yeah, and it feels like a mission, to piece it all back together and to tame it and to garden it, you know, to tend to it and to allow it to glow, and grow and bloom. So, yeah. But yeah, it's like I was thinking about medical interventions again, because I was watching a video that a lovely lady Aphrodite did yesterday. She was pondering, do souls have a difference between a soul that is conceived through a dual orgasm and ecstasy and desire and want, rather than, you know, one orgasm conception, or a surrogate mum, or a sperm donor, or an artificial insemination, or IVF for this, or blah, blah, blah. Super interesting ponders, like things I've pondered before. And yeah, talking about medical interventions, like with my first birth, my first pregnancy, I felt there was unnecessary intervention, that they went against my natural instinct as a mother and against my desires to essentially stop me from doing what my body wanted to do, which was push my fucking baby out in a nice natural way, which was going on. But now they said I wasn't dilated enough, so they shot me up with some bullshit, which caused me to be like numb as fuck, and then I had to pull him out with forceps, which probably fucking fractured his little spark a bit. So all these things, and, you know, we're supposed to bow down to medical science and the genius of the innovation, and it's like, the further along we get, the worse, the more separated we've become. We don't look at the whys of the problems. We just give an alternative solution in the form of bullshit, science, medicine, whatever. Antidepressants, fucking plastic surgery, makeup, whatever. But I just wanted to express my anger, really. Sometimes I don't know what to do with it, and this is my therapy, and once I've spoken in here, I usually do feel better, so it passes. This too shall pass. Right, anyway, I'm going. Happy, what day is it? Friday, no? Friday. Bye.